Yeah, this is part 3 of Cafe Americain. I am your host, Chris Michaels. This is going to be probably the debut podcast. Before, we talked about how the media is trying to influence the energetic levels of human consciousness, specifically those within the United States, by influencing your thoughts and subsequently allowing you to believe that a nuclear war was necessary with Russia. Well, we're going to dial it back just a little bit. The White House has been saying that, oh my gosh, these Trump tax cuts, they are the best thing since sliced bread. Oh, I cannot just look at all of these industries and all of these companies that are thriving because of these tax cuts. Bullshit. And I'll tell you why. If you read a lot of the headlines about these companies that are taking advantage of the Trump tax cuts, they're not really giving any of their employees real compensation. A lot of their employees have received one-time bonuses of $1,000. That's all. That's all. It's not a permanent raise. It's not a couple of $1,000s worth of tax cuts that you'll be receiving. No, it's a one-time $1,000 bonus. And the amount of companies that said they would be doing something along the lines of a pay rise is minuscule. It is minuscule. What these tax cuts are really going to be used for is stock buybacks, so that the shareholders, meaning the C-level folks in a company, so CEO, CFO, COO, etc., so on and so forth, and also board members, they get all of the money because the stock price is going to go up. They're going to use these tax cuts to reduce the leverage that they have on their companies, because all of these companies have been taking out loans with almost 0% interest rates. So they're mired in debt, but they're paying almost nothing when it comes to interest rates. And so now that they're going to be able to pay back these loans with these tax cuts, the stock price is going to go up. And then they're going to buy back the stock from other shareholders to make the stock price increase. So all of the C-level they're getting the money. That's all this is. That's all this is. United Airlines has decided to put their foot in their mouth by changing the bonus structure that they give to their rank-and-file employees. Usually, employees were given a $300 quarterly cash bonus, meaning every 3 months they would receive $300, which means they would earn an extra $100 a month or an extra $25 a week pre-tax. Thanks to United. Well, they have decided to roll out something new. It's called the Core 4 Score Rewards. Get a load of this. Sit down if you're not sitting down. And if you are wearing socks, be prepared because they're going to be knocked off. Essentially, employees of American Airlines are going to be thrown into a lottery. And whatever lucky draw it happens to be, these employees that decided to go into the lottery will win certain prizes. Well, let me tell you, 1,000 employees will receive $2,000 in cash. Okay. 300 employees will receive $5,000 in cash. 30 employees will receive a vacation package or $10,000 in cash. 20 employees will receive another vacation, $20,000, blah, blah, blah. If 10 employees will receive $40,000 in cash or a Mercedes-Benz C-Class, and one lucky employee will receive a bonus of $100,000. And this happens once per year, not once per quarter. Well, let me tell you something about this. Let's do some math here. All right. So if there are a total of, I don't know, 22, okay, so 45,510 employees would have been eligible for the old $300 a quarter system. Okay? So the total amount of money that United puts into its bonus structure in the old system was $54.6 million. With this new lottery drawing where you could win a Mercedes, that $54.6 million drops to $18.8 million. That new lottery bonus structure has reduced the bonus fund, or the amount of money they spend on bonuses, by close to $40 million. Maybe $35 million. And the CEOs are laughing all the way to the bank. And this is what you're looking at in America. The gap between the haves and the have-nots is so overwhelming that it will leave you awake at night thinking about how much the basic employee and how often the basic employee is being fisted. This is a sham. These tax cuts are a sham. Nobody is going to be making money. I think it was Google or Apple. I forgot which one. I'm sorry, Alphabet for the Google folks. I forgot which one. But they're going to be investing all of this tax money, not all of it, but a small percentage, maybe 10% of the money that they're earning through the tax cuts, into training programs and benefits for their employees. That's it. They can't put more food on their table, but if they ever have to go to the dentist, they're covered. These tax breaks are a joke. Don't tell me about trickle-down economics. The only trickling that's going on right now is the excrement that is trickling off of people's faces, care of the CEOs and the Trump tax cuts. Nobody is going to win on this. And I'll tell you something else. AI, artificial intelligence, and blockchain, and automation is going to eliminate 30 to 70% of jobs that are being performed by average American human workers within the next 5 to 10 years. I guarantee that's going to happen. That's also another reason why there has been such a push for war. You're going to have a population that is unemployed with nothing else to do. And as these real political thinkers tend to act on and think about, how do we get rid of a surplus population? To quote Charles Dickens. This is what we're talking about here. This is the real politics. This is the exopolitics that I am going to get into with Cafe Americain. And I'm going to guide you through it. We're going to talk to people. We're going to have a lot of guests on. And we are going to get down to the nitty-gritty of what events are occurring on this planet right now. And hopefully, through the spreading of information, we will be able to alter the current course in this country and on this plane. That's it. For me, I am Chris Michaels, your intrepid host of Cafe Americain. Until next time.